give you one guess where I'm at. Does this look familiar? Yeah, I was here about, what was it, 3 weeks ago? I came back just to clean some floors. This isn't any floor, is it? I got a list of stuff to do, and this is one of the things on the list that she wants me to take care of for her. Here's a door that goes underneath. All this goes underneath the house. Okay, well, she needs to get under here every once in a while. Now the other thing, if you're having a problem with this, you could spray this with a silicone spray, WD-40, something like that. Because it's exterior, it's going to get all rusty. See how it's already starting to turn green? Look at that. That causes this to stick after a while. And the funny thing is, you see this here? It looks like it's all messed up on here. Oh, okay. Maybe not. I thought they left the plastic on here, because a lot of times when you put these on, there's a thin plastic layer on here. In fact, there's still some there. Look at that. Look at that. See, I'm picking that off. That's been on there for years. That was the plastic that they didn't rip off all the way. And usually it goes around the whole thing. I looked on the other side of the house and they still had it in the garage. Oh, after 30 years it was still there, and I peeled it right off. Okay. So you could spray that and stuff. I don't have any spray on me. In fact, you know what? I do have some silicone. It's not silicone, it's WD-40, and most people are like, hey, don't use WD-40 because then it attracts dirt. And yes, it does, but if you have nothing else, WD-40, I would say, on this one, because it's exterior, is going to be fine. So I'm going to get that and I'll spray a little bit on there. You're going to have a laugh here. Okay, I finally found the WD-40. Okay, here it is. Look, nothing. I bought this, I don't know, a few years ago. There's about this much in there. I even tried to clean the tip out. I even pulled this out, pushed a finish nail in there, pushed that thing down. Nothing. When's the last time you had that happen on WD? Okay, so I went into my friend's garage. Here's another can, WD-40. Now this one looks pretty new, doesn't it? Different type of tip. And this has about this much in there. Watch. Nothing. I'm not too happy with WD right now, but I also did some more rummaging around. I'm going to use this. This is from Ace, and it says silicone lubricant. Lubricates, stops squeaks, keeps things moving, blah de blah. And luckily, this works. Okay, so I'm just getting that in there. Move that around. And then if you had a rag, wipe this off. And if you wanted to, you could take the inside trim off. And incidentally, that inside trim, that's a different type of knob, isn't it? Let's get you in there. If you have one of these at home, this is the way you do it. Okay, see, some doorknobs don't have exposed screws anywhere, do they? You might think, how do I pull this off? Well, see that little button right there? There's a little, actually it's not a button, it's just a little notch right there. You push in on that and then you pop the handle off. Okay? You want me to, I really wasn't going to do this. And then see that other top thing? Right up. Oh no, there's nothing there. It's on the other side. That's what holds the escutcheon trim on. There's another little thing, and then that pops off. Okay? Let's see if I can do this without moving anything, so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm going to push this in right there, and then I can pull that off, see? And then you look on here, and usually on the edge here somewhere, and usually it's down towards the bottom, you'll see something that you can put your screwdriver in there and pop out. Okay? Let's see, my screwdriver's a little big. And then it, see, pops off. There. And here's the little thing. It's just a a wire goodie, and that fits in a little notch there. Okay, then if I wanted to take this knob off, I would undo these screws, pull that out, pull this out, spray all that stuff in there. Ah, you're really gonna want me to do that, huh? Okay. I really wasn't planning on doing this, but see, sometimes when you ask me to do certain things, I'll do it. Okay. Maybe this will be a different video, who knows? Okay. So, let's see if we can get you on here. I'm going to undo these two screws here. You can't really see that, can you? I have to do it lefty. Okay, so I can take those screws out all the way, and on the top of this thing it says top. There, maybe you can see that. Okay, and that's how some knobs come off. You don't have these surface screws. And this one hasn't come off for years, probably never. And it's a little rusty and stuff. Okay, now this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. Okay, just getting it loose off of the paint. See, that comes off, and now this thing, you wiggle it on the outside and it slips out of there. Okay, just like that. Let's see how this fits into the groove. This one fits into that little gizmo there, and on the back side of the door latch, this one is a little bit different. See, lots of door latches go all the way through, and then you put your handle through there. But see that? See that little goodie right there? That's all there is. So if you have one like that, and if yours is not working, maybe this little thing is broken or bent, or maybe it's not in properly because there was slop in here, and then it got out of one of these little slides. See, it slides into that. Okay, so because I got it this far, let's go ahead and do this the proper way. Now granted, this handle's probably going to do the same thing again because this is on the exterior of a house. It's on the west side. The south is going that direction. When the rain comes in, it comes in here, and so the handle always is going to get moisture on it and stuff. So I'm just going to spray the inside of that and kind of push it in back and forth like that. Okay, and get you in here. And now I'm going to take this, I'm going to spray it in there. See, this is proper silicone spray. I wouldn't really recommend doing that with just standard WD-40. Now, with WD-40, they do have a WD-40 now that is called an actual silicone spray. Okay, you can get it both ways. So see, now I have to fit that groove into here. So I have to look in there and make sure I have it lined up, make sure I fit it in there properly, which I do. And this, see, that's the little thing that holds the trim on, that little bit. And see on here, this says top right there. That says bottom. You want to make sure you put that right side up. You don't want to do it like that, because then you see that every time you go to turn your handle. Okay, you'll see it up there. Okay, so now I'm going to put that up to the top. I'm going to take my two screws, and I've got to line that up, hold the handle with my other hand, and I want those to go in finger, being able to screw them in with your finger. If it doesn't seem like it's going in, you know, you can take your screwdriver, but the last thing you want to do is take a battery operated drill and try to ram this in, and then find out you've got your screws are cross threading. Okay, That's gonna be a no-no. Let's get you, make sure I got you in here, which I do. Okay, so I'm just gonna tighten this up. Hello. See, I'm tightening it up here. Got you kind of at a funky angle. You just have to bear with me. Okay. Now I'm going to tighten it up. Just go as tight as you can. You know, don't try to overdo it. There. Okay, now my little escutcheon. See how it's got a notch in there? Right there. That notch goes where that wired deal is, and then it pops over on the other side. So I'm going to line that up where it needs to go. Okay, right there, and push it on there, just like that. Okay, then to get this back, remember that little button there, and the button, I'll just go ahead and spray it a little bit. That button's on a spring, and it pushes in. And so you get this and line that up to the notch on the side of the handle. See that little notch right there? See? That gets put on there. Sometimes you can pop it right on. I can put my fingernail on it, my thumbnail, and it might slide over. If it doesn't, I can take my screwdriver, push that in, get it over, just so I have it right there. Now I can push it in and make sure it pops, and it did. Oh wow, that's working good now. I think. Ooh. Sort of felt like it was sticking still. That's because there's that green stuff on there. Jeez. There's just a little buildup of stuff. Push it in like that, make sure it all goes in good. Take a rag, wipe this up. I'll have to find a rag, because usually I carry one in my nail bag, but I've got a different nail bag right now. Okay. There. Now, like I say, this is outside, so more than likely 3 or 4 months from now, you could come out and do the same thing. Clean it up again. See, I mean, it just slides right in and goes in. You can even spray just a little bit on your strike plate. You know, if your strike plate's dirty, or if it's got some paint on it, whatever, that just gives it a little bit of a grease to it, a little bit of a slip, slide in away, baby. Man, she's not going to know what happened to her. This thing works perfectly. You know, 10 minutes worth of your time, and you can get it going like this too. So sweet. And that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.